Shalom YouTube family, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the family. In today's video we're going to be talking about why many African Americans struggle after moving to Africa.
If you like content like this, hit the notification bell below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
I think many people come out here with unrealistic expectations of what Africa really is. I know you see a lot of the beautiful beaches, you see a lot of the pretty land, and people seeming to enjoy themselves every single day. But when you get out here, you're gonna find that there's issues and problems that you have to deal with, just like you have to deal with in the country that you're coming from right now. I see a lot of people come out here, and when problems arise, they instantly start to regret their decision of coming out here. But it's like, why would you expect everything to just be peaches and cream coming out here? That's just unrealistic. You're gonna be issues, you're gonna be problems. You're in a whole nother country. That in itself is going to be a learning experience. It's
a whole nother culture, it's a whole nother lifestyle, and you know, it really is what you make it. If it wasn't perfect in America, 9 times out of 10 that's why you left, because there was things, you know, that were problems. So there's going to be things here. It's just what you can deal with, what you want to deal with, and whether or not you're going to take it in stride. A lot of us watch videos on YouTube. I mean, y'all are watching our video right now. We watched plenty of videos and we saw beautiful houses for low prices and all of these things. And all of that is possible to an extent, but you know, you can't come out here expecting, okay, well, they have this 7-bedroom house for $300 a month, because that might be the only one, or that might be the only one in that area, and you might not like the area where the other ones are. Or you know, if I'm in this house for $300 a month, you not gonna live in this house that you like so much that you saw on my YouTube page, because I live here. So you can't just expect it to be perfect, because really you're not gonna know what anything is like until you're here. The way that you think and the way that you handle situations is bigger than the situation, because it determines whether or not you're going to make it through the situation. Another thing that we think goes into the mindset of people is your past traumas. You know, you can be running from things that you didn't like in America or the UK or wherever it is that you're coming from, and some of those things are going to stay the same if it's you. You know, there are behaviors and things that we pick up from things that happen to us in our lives, and we carry those things with us and we perpetuate those things, and to our own detriment. So you have to realize that, you know,
just because you come out here to Africa, that doesn't necessarily mean those past traumas are just going to be wiped away, or that you won't have those same issues that you were dealing with mentally in the country that you're leaving from here. Because Africa is not going to just magically make everything right again and your whole life is going to change and you're going to be happy all of a sudden. If you weren't happy in the place you were mentally, you're not going to be happy here. You got to be happy within your own skin and with yourself and in your environment.
Another thing is, you know, which kind of goes along with that, is, you know, people coming for the wrong reasons. There are people that are coming here, you know, looking for a man, but you know, the thing about it is, if you attract toxic men and you like toxic men because that's your thing, then you're gonna find an African toxic man. You know, so you know, you do have to think about, you know, working on yourself as well when you're coming here, because you know, if you're trying to change your life, you're not gonna make a change while staying the same. You're gonna live the same life and do the same things in a different place.
And obviously, Africa can heal you in certain aspects, but it takes time for that healing. It's just not going to come automatically just because you got here. You have to put in the work and change your mindset completely when you come out here. And don't come out here to only have fun and be partying, because we see a lot of people do that and spend a lot of money and end up having to go back to America because they blew all their money trying to have fun and party and just not handle their business. When you come out here, you should be having a business mindset of what can I do to provide not only for me, but if you have a family, for your family also. And if that's not your priority, then that could be a problem.
And if you're a person that doesn't mind going back to wherever, then that's a completely different thing. But we're talking about the people that want to be here, that want to stay here, if not Tanzania specifically, but on the continent of Africa in general. You have to be more mature about how you go about things. You can't just be, you know, winging it and flying by the seat of your pants. Like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Because, you know, it is popping at night. I mean, we don't be out at night. But when it get dark, there seems to be more people out. Stuff's happening. So,
you can get lost.
If you want to do that, you can totally get lost in that and end up messing yourself over. So, you know, you still have to think about how you want to live. What are you looking for, and how are you expecting to make those things happen when you get here?
We suggest just handle your business first. Obviously, we come to another country, you don't want to be business, but you'll have fun once you handle the things that you need to handle, so you can relax and be at ease when you get out here.
The second thing that we think causes a lot of people to struggle when they get here is being unprepared. And the way that most people are unprepared is financially. Obviously, you want some kind of income, whether you actually work an online job or it's some sort of passive income, whether it's investments where you're getting something back from that, or you have property somewhere or something where there's some kind of money coming in. And if you don't have a situation like that, you know, that needs to be in mind as well when you're coming with however much money that you're going to come with, because you need whatever you need to sustain yourself, and you need to have a plan of how you're going to make things work going forward, how you're going to create something that's going to make money for you.
You can't keep those same spending habits that you had in America to come out here, because you still can spend a lot of money and your savings will go fast. Like we said, it's been plenty of people that ran out of money quickly and had to go back or went to another country. Don't fall victim to that. Be smart when you come out here and purchasing things.
And even with that, I feel like, you know, sometimes people are going to come with less because, you know, you're moving on a quicker timeline. And that's fine if you're walking by faith. If that's what you're doing and your faith is strong and you know the Most High is telling you to come here, then by all means do that. But keep that same energy when you get here. Keep that same faith when you get here, because when the challenges come up, then the faith goes out the window and people go, oh my God, we don't have any money. What are we going to do? And
we made a mistake.
We made a mistake. We need to go back. But if the Most High is really telling you to come here and he's telling you move now like that, to where you can't get no money together or whatever, and you had to just get a ticket and come, if that's how you came, then you need to be praying and fasting to figure out how you're going to sustain, because if he really brought you here and that's what it is, he will sustain you here. So if you come by faith, don't let that faith go away when something happens.
And also, you have to put the work in before coming out here, and when you get out here, you should be doing all your research, trying to figure out things that you need, the essential things that you need in order to be successful and able to stay before coming out here. We had to do a lot of research. I'm saying we did months of research before even coming out here, so we kind of had a understanding of what we needed to get, things we needed to do once we got out here. But we see many people that have came out here that have no clue what they're doing, like at all.
We get a lot of, you know, emails, we get comments on our YouTube, we get messages through Instagram, and a lot of people ask questions, just like random questions, oh, we're coming, or we're thinking about coming, or, you know, and there are people that you could tell are genuinely just asking questions about something that we previously said, asking for us to expound on things, but then there are people who literally want you to give them the everything step-by-step rundown, and it's like, I can tell you that, but when we came, it was what it was when we came, you know, and you have to put forth the time and the effort to figure out what you have to do. We don't have any issue helping anyone. We respond to pretty much every single comment, email, on YouTube, Instagram. We respond to emails. We respond to everything. So
I think what helped us the most coming out here was the fact that we was in an area where a lot of expats weren't, and we had to figure it out.
Yeah, we didn't expect that. We did things. We did a consultation. We with Journey with us. We did that
before we came out here.
He did. You know, like months before, I think. And we didn't come out here and like try to hit them up and be like, can y'all, pick us up from the airport and can y'all,
do that,
take me around?
This.
Can you take me to the grocery store? And we stayed in the area where no one was.
Yeah.
And we figured it out. We took rides to go here. We figured out how to put money on the electricity. We figured out,
everything, all the little things that you had to figure out in different countries. Mm-hmm. We figured it out for ourselves, so we wouldn't have to rely on anybody.
Right.
We knew that and it built up the confidence to be able to go out, to negotiate prices, and to do certain things that might be uncomfortable for a lot of people when they first got out here. And it's people that's been out here months and still uncomfortable with going shopping and discussing prices and bargaining because they haven't done it. They've expected too much out of somebody else.
Last thing we would say is don't put too many expectations on people. When you show up unprepared and then you meet someone or you link up with someone who you knew already, I feel like sometimes people lean on other people too hard. In this scenario, most people have, saved up however much money to come do whatever they need to do and whatever. So if you came and you just, were ringing it and you didn't bring what you need, it's not fair for you to look to me. Like if you can help, you'll help.
Yeah, don't expect it.
But don't expect it.
Yeah.
And don't make it like I'm treating you bad if I don't do something because, 9 times out of 10, the people that you meet out here, Americans and otherwise, you don't know them.
And you don't know what they have.
You don't know what they have, so if you're like, okay, well, I met you in this group or I saw you on whatever, so, help me out. It's like, you don't know that I have the means to do that. You don't know what's in my bank account. You don't know what's in my wallet. I might only have $1. You don't know.
And even past the finance thing, just with handling your business out here, like it was plenty of things we had to do. Like she said prior, getting electricity, getting gas, like little essentials that you need to prepay. When you get out here, don't expect somebody to figure everything out for you. You need to figure some of these things out for yourself.
And honestly, that's the thing that is huge regardless, like in life, period. When I was growing up and I had to do stuff, my mom always had me do stuff. I need to fill out this paperwork for school. You fill it out. If you get stumped, come ask me. But you're never gonna learn how to do anything if everybody does it for you. So even in situations where people, we've heard of people, giving other people money to go pay for their electricity and then it cuts off like this. How do you know how much it costs? How do you know that they paid what they said they paid?
And they could have just took your money.
They could have just took your money, but you don't know how to do anything. You're just like, oh, this person's gonna do it for me. That's just not smart, and it's not helping you to be self-sufficient in this new situation.
Because once you don't have anyone to help you out, then what are you gonna do if it ever came to that point? You know what I'm saying? You be weary of that. I mean, be mindful of that.
Right. And we're not saying any of this to discourage anyone. We want to set everybody up for a win that wants to come here. But other people can't set you up for a win. You have to set you up for a win. So be prepared. Work on how you think and understand that things are going to be different and things might be hard.
You're probably 9 times out of 10 going to have challenges that you have to face. You just have to get through those things. And like she said, if you come out on faith, have that same energy. And if not, then just prepare yourself to where you can stay here for the long term. And saying that, we want to give some words of encouragement. You can do this.
Absolutely.
If you put your mind to this and put everything you have into getting here and change your mindset once you get out here, then for sure you can be successful, you can be self-sufficient, and you can overall have a great and happy life here in Africa. Because to be honest, to us, this is a better continent.
And the things that like you guys saw, hopefully you saw, if you didn't, we'll link it, the video where we said the things that we don't like about being here. None of those things are bad. All of those things that we don't like, they're inconveniences. They're inconveniences. When we lived in Houston, traffic was an inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? Having to drive to an extra grocery store because the one down the street doesn't have what you want, that's an inconvenience. Like, none of that stuff is big enough to really be a problem.
Yeah.
So, think about who you are, how you are, what you want, and how you're going to sustain yourself before you come so that you can be prepared and you can have the right mindset to really last in being here if that's what you want to do.
Okay. And in saying that, we thank y'all so much for watching this video. And if this helped y'all in any kind of way, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. Yeah. We love you and thank you, family. Shalom.
Shalom.